There are so many moments with our cats that are just pure joy, aren't there? The soft rumble of a purr on your chest, the gentle kneading on a blanket, the pounce on a favorite toy. These are the memories we cherish. But what about the moments that are quieter, more confusing, and heavy with things left unsaid? Our cats talk to us in so many ways, but their final messages can be the most subtle and the easiest to miss. And facing the thought of saying goodbye is one of the hardest things any of us will ever do. In this guide, we'll gently walk through 5 heartbreaking signs that your cat might be trying to tell you it's time. The goal isn't to cause sadness, but to help you understand their language when it matters most. Understanding what they're trying to say can help you fill their last days with the comfort, peace, and immeasurable love they deserve. The first sign, and one of the biggest behavioral shifts you might see, is a sudden and constant need to hide. Maybe your cat, who always loved being the center of attention, is now tucked away in the back of a closet, under the bed, or in some forgotten corner of the house. This isn't them being antisocial or suddenly mad at you. It's a deep, primal instinct. In the wild, a sick or vulnerable animal is an easy target for predators. By hiding, your cat is instinctively trying to protect themselves when they feel weak and defenseless. They're looking for a safe, quiet spot where they can be alone and feel secure. You might notice they don't come out for meals or when you call their name anymore. This can feel like a rejection, which is heartbreaking. But it's so important to remember this isn't personal. It's a reflection of how they're feeling inside. They're conserving energy and trying to find peace. So what can you do? The kindest thing is to respect their need for space while still bringing comfort to them. Don't try to force them out. Instead, make their chosen spot cozier. Add a soft, warm blanket, make sure fresh water and a little bit of their favorite food are close by so they don't have to travel far. Just speak to them in a soft, soothing voice. Your calm presence, even from a distance, lets them know they're safe and loved, even in their solitude. The next thing you might notice is a change in how your cat communicates, either with their voice or with their need for closeness. This can show up in 2 opposite but equally meaningful ways. On one hand, your cat might become much more vocal than usual. They may start to yowl or meow in a distressed way that sounds different from their usual "I'm hungry" or "pet me" meows, especially at night. These sounds can be a sign of discomfort, pain, or even confusion. It's their way of crying out that something is wrong. On the other hand, a cat that has always been independent might suddenly become your little shadow. They may want to be in your lap constantly, follow you from room to room, and seek out physical contact more than ever. This isn't just wanting extra cuddles, it's a deep need for comfort and security from their trusted person. In their vulnerability, your presence is their anchor. Whether your cat is crying out or clinging to you, the message is the same. They need comfort. If they're being vocal, speak back to them calmly and reassuringly. Try not to get frustrated. See it as a call for help. If they're being clingy, give them that closeness. Let them rest on you, stroke them gently, and let your warmth and steady heartbeat soothe them. In these moments, your love is a direct and powerful form of comfort care. One of the most alarming physical signs is a major loss of interest in food and water. The cat who once came running at the sound of a can opener might now turn their nose up at everything, even their favorite treats. A loss of appetite is often a clear signal that their body is beginning to slow down. As their systems weaken, the energy it takes to digest food can become too much. They might feel nauseous or uncomfortable, making food seem unappealing. This is almost always followed by rapid and noticeable weight loss. You might start to feel their spine and hip bones more sharply when you pet them, and their face might look thinner. This physical wasting happens as the body, deprived of calories, starts breaking down its own muscle and fat for energy. It's devastating to watch your companion refuse the food they need. Your first instinct is to try anything to get them to eat. While you should definitely try, it's also important to be gentle. Forcing food or water on a cat who is refusing it can cause more stress and can even be dangerous. Instead, you can try to make food as tempting as possible. Gently warmed wet food is more fragrant and might be more appealing. You can try offering very small, frequent meals of something extra tasty, like tuna or a meat-based baby food that has no onion or garlic. Sometimes a little bit of water or broth from a syringe in the corner of their mouth can help with hydration. But if they consistently refuse, it's time to respect what their body is telling you. At this stage, providing comfort is more important than forcing calories. Your role shifts from provider to comforter, making sure their last days are peaceful, not a struggle over the food bowl. If you've ever navigated this difficult journey with a pet, please consider sharing your experience in the comments below. Your story of love and loss could provide immense comfort to someone who is going through this right now. Your words can help others feel less alone. We all know that cats are incredibly clean animals. They spend a huge amount of their time meticulously grooming themselves. So when a cat stops grooming, it's a very clear and visible sign that something is seriously wrong. You might notice their fur becoming greasy, matted, or just messy. They might develop dandruff or have food stuck around their mouth. This isn't laziness, it's a sign of deep fatigue and that they just don't feel well. The simple act of grooming takes energy and flexibility that a very sick or dying cat just doesn't have. They might also be in too much pain to twist into their usual grooming positions. A decline in grooming often goes hand in hand with other issues, like having accidents outside the litter box. This could be because they're too weak to get there in time, or because their bodily functions are beginning to fail. Seeing this is tough, as it's a physical sign of them letting go of their normal routines. But this is where you can step in with gentle, loving care. You can help them keep their dignity and stay comfortable by taking over some of their grooming. Use a soft, damp cloth to gently clean their face and fur. You can use a very soft brush to gently work through their fur, as long as it doesn't seem to cause any pain. Keeping them clean doesn't just prevent skin irritation, it's an act of profound love. You're providing a comforting ritual they can no longer do for themselves. Your gentle touch reinforces your bond and provides them with dignity in their final days. This last sign is perhaps the most critical to recognize and involves your cat's most basic functions, their breathing and body temperature. Changes here are indicators that the body's systems are starting to fail and the end may be very near. You might notice their breathing becomes difficult, shallow, or uneven. They might even breathe with their mouth open, which is very unusual for a relaxed cat. You could see their breathing pause for several seconds and then restart with a gasp. As the respiratory system weakens, fluid can accumulate in the chest or throat, which can cause a gurgling sound. At the same time, their circulation is slowing down, which causes their body temperature to drop. You can often feel this by touching their paws, ears, or the tip of their tail. They may feel cool or even cold. Their body no longer has the energy to keep their extremities warm, as it focuses all remaining resources on the vital organs. Seeing these signs is frightening, and it's an undeniable part of the dying process. The most important thing you can do now is create an environment of total peace and warmth. Loosely wrap your cat in a warm blanket or place a gently heated pad on a low setting under their bed. Keep the room quiet and the lights dim to minimize stress. Your presence is a huge comfort. Speak softly to them. Let them hear your familiar voice, and if they can tolerate it, just rest your hand gently on them. At this stage, your main goal is to ensure they are warm, comfortable, and feel secure. This is also the point where you can talk to your vet about palliative care
or humane euthanasia can be the most loving and selfless decision you can make to ensure they do not suffer. Realizing your beloved cat is getting ready to say goodbye is one of the most painful things a pet owner will ever go through. These 5 signs, hiding, changes in affection, loss of appetite, poor grooming, and changes in breathing, aren't just symptoms. They are your cat's final, quiet messages to you. It's a language of instinct, of seeking comfort, and of a body letting go. By learning to read these signs, you aren't rushing the end. You are opening your heart to be the best possible caregiver in your cat's final chapter. You're replacing fear and confusion with compassion and understanding.